episode 1 of the Wild Darkness playthrough. We're going to be preparing the first Rings of Light and a few steps afterward. Alright, back to the video.
Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is craft basic tools. This means getting your flint and one stick to craft your stone knife and a stone axe.
Every 60 seconds in Africa.
Now that you have both, you should equip your weapons. If they're not cursed. If they're cursed, don't do that. Make another one. After you have your tools, you can perform certain actions like cutting grass and cutting trees. Go ahead and cut one grass and one tree.
Okay.
After you've found all your basic stuff, go ahead and head to the sus dungeon. Alright, this is where the stick and the bush comes in. The stick and the bush can make a torch. Alright, this torch will be useful because in this game, the primary mob is going to be the shadow monster. And that shadow monster is weak to light. When you're in the cave, try not to pick everything because in the beginning, your space is limited. So pick anything that can be useful to your survival. Here we have a key. We can use this key to unlock the door to the boss room. Nice. We're going to explore other places first though. A tip in the cave I want to give is that these torches on the walls, you can actually pick them up if you click on the wall that it's on. And then you can interact with it. Boom, free torches. And you know how sticks are very much useful in this game. Yo, is that a baptism fountain? When adventuring, you'll find these stones with writing. And sometimes in the stones of writing, you can identify certain potions or incantations. Well, no, I think just potions. But yeah, I'll always check the stones of writing.
Drunk all the fucking milk.
With a strange skeleton, you'll most likely find something under it that's very useful, like a key or something. And then an extra that comes with it is a mob that you have to face, like that skeleton right there. Alright, looks like we found the second floor. This is where the boss is going to be in. Before going into that floor, I always try to get enough grass or like cut like every single grass in the cave. The only time grass is most important is in the early game because in the late game you won't have any other buildings to craft with grass. So just get all the grass in the early game. Alright, now that I have like I got 17 grass, we can head to the next floor and we can meet the boss there. Alright, so the first boss you're ever gonna fight is called the Forgotten Guardian. He's like a tutorial of the game. A tip in the boss room I want to give is you should always place down a campfire because this will be your background damage. I don't know what it's called, man. Like it's free damage in the background that you get, so you have higher chance of beating it. And then just knock him out. Since it's just the beginning, he doesn't have any special abilities or anything. The fire that you just put down has a dual purpose, okay? So it gives damage, but you can also heal yourself with it. So it's literally sleep right after you've killed the boss, and then you heal yourself. And then whenever you're not using campfire, you can always destroy it to achieve your wood back, or have a chance to at least. Dude, I'm cracked at tutorial. I'm cracked. There we go. We have the light tablet. Yo, that's crazy. All right, post cave, we just killed the Forgotten Guardian and we achieved the light tablet 1. Next thing you want to do is find the runes of light, which is located in the middle of your map. And then you can just repair it simply as this. Boom, let's go. You unlock some new stuff. This won't really matter right now. We can just ignore it. As you have seen through the journey so far, you've just seen these things popping up. These are what you call the missions of the game. These are the things you can do to achieve rewards. A tip with this is that you shouldn't grab everything just yet because it's like a free storage space. I said this as a tip in one of the other videos, but you can use it as a free refrigerator to keep all your food safe.
I love refrigerators.
Like it even gave you a big jerky. That's crazy. After repairing the first runes of light, you unlock what's called the Workbench. And then just go ahead and craft it because I assume you'd have enough material. We just unlocked the basket after that. The basket will be used to storage all of your unnecessary items. Storage in the early game is a real problem, so the basket will help us in that. Just throw everything that isn't useful or that you can't use right now in there. What you also unlock is the pickaxe. The pickaxe will allow you to mine. Another thing you unlock is called the carrier, which provides you space for minerals and wood. Going back from space, you're limited in the early game, so this will help us in that too. I'm gonna go ahead and mine some trees because I need some. Oh, looks like I'm hungry. So the carrier has this special material called rope, and the game actually helps you out by saying how you can craft rope and all that. You actually use the workbench. So you just have to craft 2 rope, but we're going to craft 5, okay? Now why 5? The max number of rope in this game won't be 2, since there's more material, there's more structures that you can craft with rope. So we're gonna just do 5 for now. That was bad to explain, but you got that. Now you can craft your carrier. Boom, let's go. Equip that bad boy real quick. Boom, look, it takes in all our wood and all our rocks and minerals. Cool. Oh, what's this? Yo, we got an unidentified. Oh, nah. Oh, no. All right, serious tip, guys. Don't ever equip unidentified armor or weapons, okay? It's not worth the risk, and you're just gonna end up hating yourself after this, all right? So we're just gonna drop this. Boom. Why, you may ask? Unidentified equipment may be cursed, and you cannot remove that curse unless you have this special structure. Okay, I'm looking at my bag right now, and I only have 1 berry, and my hunger is very low. So this is the part where you go and scavenge for food. Basically, what you do now is gather everything that there is in your zone, and then we can move on from there. Keep in mind, when you're breaking down trees or cutting grass, some mobs may spawn, so just watch out for that if you're low, like me. But I believe I can take them on. Oh god. Oh god, no.
It was at this moment.
Looks like I'm in a sticky situation where I have low hunger and low health. I wouldn't recommend this, but if you cannot make the fire pit, because I have 0 rocks, you can just build a campfire. You waste 2 sticks, but survival is better than 2 sticks. Eat that up real quick, and then we sleep. I don't know the sleeping factors of the game to make your health heal, since every time you sleep, your health heals a little, and sometimes if you're lucky, you heal a lot. So it's kind of random. I'm gonna try sleeping again. Okay, yeah, that's just really random. Again?
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
Alright, much better off than before. I'm gonna drop some stuff in here that I don't need right now, and then continue farming everything in the first zone. And then this is where I do the speedrun thingy. Now that you have a lot of space, there's like so much space open, you can literally collect everything. So don't hold back and collect everything in the zone, unlike before. Oh, there they are. Oh, look at that. My luck is crazy. Like before I was saying, some mobs can spawn after you cut a tree or cut grass. Like they took out almost half my health. Yeah, be wary whenever you're cutting at low health.
I like it cut, G.
Remember what I said about the missions tab? Well, in the missions tab, there's also bandages, okay? So if you're ever low, just get a bandage and pop one real quick. Luckily, I have one, so we're fine for now. Rocks in the game are one of the most valuable items, since rocks can be used to craft the armor benches and weapon bench, but most importantly, the fire pit and the foundry. So just keep that in mind. Don't waste your rocks. There's actually a specific order in which you should build your structures, so you can best optimize for your survival. Keep a lookout for rocks. All right, looks like we cleared everything in the first zone. Let's do a material check. We got 1 rock. Now this basket is full of space. I can always make another one. Look, you know the rule about unidentified armor. We're gonna throw that in there, and we can throw all these. I guess I need food, bro. I have sausage. I'm gonna eat that. Alright, since we cleared everything in the first zone, we're gonna move on to the cave and clear everything there. Since, if you remember what I said, we did not clear everything. We left everything there.
That's the cutest fucking thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Rabbits in this game, in my eyes, are worth like gold, because they always drop meat. And food is very much a problem in the early game. So we just got into a room with food. Hey, not bad. And we can actually clear these mines now because we have the pickaxe that we just made. Oh, snake. Oh my god, he crit me. I gotta be careful. I have bandages though. I'm gonna clear most of the stuff here. Like if you clear everything in the early game, like grass, you'll be set for life, to be honest. Unless you're doing some special trading, but that's another topic. Alright, so while adventuring, you might find these fountains. There's, I think, 4 different fountains, and they have different uses. I think cleansing fountain is purification potion, maybe? I don't know. But just keep in mind where your fountains are, because you'll need them later. I don't have a bottle right now, so I can't bottle up the water. So I'll just leave it and remember where it is. Another tip I want to give is that you should write in the memo. There's actually a place to write your notes in the game. You can say water fountain at sus.
Stop posting about Among Us!
All right, looks like we cleared everything in the zone. We just had to head back up in the forest entrance. Whew. All right, so here's what we did in this episode so far. We cleared everything in the first zone. We cleared everything in the cave. And then we also crafted our workbench. And then we also crafted baskets. Good enough.
Come back next week for Dimensional Tablet 1 and how to not suck.